Saved by Lethal. Jay Lethal, the only thing keeping Jeff Jarrett alive in this match is really simple. The combination there. But Ethan Page, Lethal should get him. The Page will be behind him. Then short attack by Ethan Page. Now they can damage. Ethan Page got Lethal open. Big City. Welcome back to Leon the King TV. Let's talk wrestling. I'm back talking about it tonight. Dropping some new music late tonight. Dropping some. Got a lot of things we're working on for the channel. But yeah, basically trying to drop a new song tonight on YouTube. 12 a.m. tonight. Check it out. Leon the King TV is paid by Payday the Creator. New song dropping tonight on Leon the King TV, so make sure you check that out. There will be a new song dropping on the channel late tonight. Make sure you check it out. Subscribe to Leon the King TV now. So AEW All In is coming up. We're getting MJF versus Adam Cole for the AEW World Title. This is kind of interesting. I don't know what's going to lead to. I feel a turn is going to happen soon, very soon. A turn is going to happen before the pay-per-view, and it's going to cause the match to be more entertaining and beef up the match more for All In. So I think that's going to happen. I think either MJF is definitely the one to turn on Adam Cole. I definitely see that happening. I definitely see that happening. I see MJF turning on Adam Cole. I see them working a program, working a feud for a couple of pay-per-views. I see that happening. Yeah, and it's gonna be all for the AEW World Title. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button. Whatever you do, please hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel now for dope wrestling content, dope pop culture entertainment and pro wrestling content. Leon the King TV, pop culture, entertainment, and Pro Wrestling. Check it out now. Leon the King TV. Subscribe. So today we're gonna be talking about it. The news dropped that Lacey Evans was released, being rumored that Lacey Evans is being released by WWE. That's interesting. To be honest, I didn't care so much for Lacey Evans. I don't like Lacey Evans. I don't give a shit for Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans was not that great. Had a boring gimmick. She was not that good in the ring. Terrible at promos. I did not buy into or invest into Lacey Evans' character. So if they released her, great. They released Lacey Evans from her contract. I don't have much to say about Lacey Evans. She didn't have a great run. She didn't have a big run. She wasn't a big name in the women's division in WWE, so I don't really care, to be honest. But to all your best endeavors, Lacey Evans, because you are gone. This happens to be one of the first releases of the year. I think of that I've heard. The WWE women's tag titles are cursed. They're cursed, and guess why? The women's tag titles are cursed. You look at Sasha Naomi walking out back in last year in 2022. You got Raquel and Liv Morgan with their injuries. You get soon as Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green when the WWE Women's Tag Titles. Sonya Deville's injured. Those women tag titles are cursed. Them tag titles cursed. Sonya Deville is injured. Chelsea Green is the only one. She's uninjured, so she's basically in action on Raw every week. But yeah, Sonya Deville's on the injured list, and she's injured. And I think that's they've kind of temporarily vacated the women's tag titles until they'll be defended again. The question is, who will you tag team in the women's division to go after those AEW women tag titles? I had this idea and this thought. Well, I had this opinion and this thought, actually, not an idea, but it was an opinion, that WWE does not have enough women in their women's division right now. You can count all the names: Raquel Gonzalez, Rhea Ripley, Asuka, Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, but she's on her way out. She's being released from her contract, or she's leaving the company at some point, whatever it is, whether she's being released from her contract. But you got Shayna Baszler. You have Damage Control, all the members of Damage Control, Bayley, Dakota Kai, Io Sky. So then you have there's a few other women that were drafted to Raw and SmackDown during the WWE 2023 draft this year. Even on SmackDown, you have Alba Fire, Isla Dawn. So it's just kind of at a point where they don't have I mean, if you could really go through the names of who's part of the women's division. You have Alexa Bliss on Raw. You have Asuka. You have Becky Lynch. You have Bianca Belair. You have Rhea Ripley. You have Carmella. Um, you have yeah. You have Charlotte Flair. You have Ronda Rousey, who's leaving. You have Liv Morgan. You have Raquel Gonzalez. You have Natalia. You have Roxanne Perez on NXT. You have Gigi Dolan on NXT. You have JC Jane. You have the Kings. You have NXT, in my opinion, is probably going to have to call up some more women from their main roster, from NXT and to the main roster. And maybe that's probably the way they're going to really, the only way they're probably going to really, add women to their women's division. And unless Jade Cargill is on her way and she's not coming back to AEW, that's something I like to see. If she can go to WWE and she can say deuces and fuck AEW and she's back to WWE, I would like to see that. I would honestly like to see that. Her sign a contract with WWE. I believe it's going to happen. Not this year, but maybe next year. We'll see. This is part of the show I wanted to do tonight. Filiana King TV. I wanted to preview the song that I was working on, and working this started just probably about a month ago, this summer, and still editing it, but here we go.
Slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She came up in my hotel room in the bed with me. She came up in my hotel room in the bed with me. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She came up in my hotel room in the bed with me. She came up in my hotel room in the bed with me. Slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She came up in my hotel room in the bed with me. She came up in my hotel room in the bed with me. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She came up in my hotel room in the bed with me. She came up in my hotel room in the bed with me. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She came up in my hotel room in the bed with me. She came up in my hotel room in the bed with me. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She came up in my hotel room in the bed with me. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She came up in my hotel room in the bed with me. She came up in my hotel room in the bed with me. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink. She slipped the pill up in my drink, yeah, in my drink.
So that was it. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know in the comment section how you thought about it, what you think. If you fuck with it, if you don't, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about it. Was it a vibe? Did you love it? Did you like it? Let me know. But yeah. So that was the song I'm working on called Seductress by Payday the Creator. And I'm also got some new music dropping late tonight at 12 a.m. So make sure you check that out. At All In London will be a 4-way women's match for the AEW women's title. Wow. Britt Baker DMD ain't shit though. Britt Baker's not great. I remember about a year ago, I think it was, I was reading this blog where it said Becky Lynch sat down in the interview and said, Becky Lynch, and this is her words, she said, WWE's women's division, they have the best women wrestlers on the planet in the world. She said they have the best WWE women's division. They have the best women's division in all of any promotions in wrestling, whether it be All Elite Wrestling, AEW, Impact Wrestling, whether it be All Japan, New Japan, you name it, Lucha Underground, whatever. Any wrestling promotion. She said that WWE's women's division is the best women's division in all of wrestling. And here's what I say to that. She ain't lying. She ain't lying. People aren't buying tickets to see Jade Cargill like they are for Bianca Belair. People ain't buying tickets to see. They're not packing out arenas for Britt Baker like they are for Charlotte Flair. Or like they are for, I mean, I'm not a fan of her, but even Becky Lynch herself. They're not packing out arenas for women like that in AEW. You're telling me that Jade Cargill is a better in-ring competitor than Bianca Belair? Please. Please. Because another debate at another time, because that's actually a dream match I want to see. One of the dream matches for women in wrestling that I want to see. But I would agree with that at the same time if WWE's women's division right now is where it was years ago. Yeah, if it where it was years ago, like 2019, 2020, maybe 2018, 2017, 2015, even since 2016, if WWE's women's division was where it was back in 2016 now, I'd have a different opinion about it. Because at the same time, while agreeing that they have the greatest women's division right now, which is true, I would kind of say it's 50-50. Two of the best women in the women's division walked out on them and placed the tag titles on their desk last year. But now you're limited to a certain amount of women you have. You don't have Ember Moon. You don't have Ember Moon contracted with WWE. She went on as Athena in AEW. So you lost Toni Storm, who's the current AEW Women's Champion. WWE, they don't have Paige. Saraya is what All Elite now. So that's what I'm saying. She went AEW. So I mean, yeah, you got Charlotte. Ronda's on the way out. Ronda's not great. Ronda's shit. Garbage. Becky Lynch's shit. So the reality is, you do not have great women wrestlers like you had before. Yeah, it's great to see Trish Stratus. It's great to see she's a Hall of Famer. She's a WWE Hall of Famer. She's a legend. So, you know, you don't have Gail Kim anymore. RIP China. You don't have that's in the past though. That is in the past. You don't have Jackie like this. For you. For time being though, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling Impact used to have the best. They were the women's evolution in wrestling before WWE had a women's evolution in wrestling. The Knockouts division, they was wrestling. They was wrestling. And that's why it was watchable. Then the little 1 minute Divas matches that we had in the Divas era, which sucked so badly. So I don't know. I think I will say I like the fact that we're in an era of women that can actually wrestle in WWE and not do these little bathroom break matches, 1 minute matches where someone falls, get the pin, and win the match. We're actually getting they're getting matches as long as the men are getting. We know that it's been advertised that way for a while. WWE has a great women's division. To sum it all up, they just got to get more names in there and push more people. We can't see Asuka main event all the time. We can't see Charlotte main event all the time. Every time she comes back from an injury or wherever she comes back, she's in the main event for a title shot. Yeah, we can give Bianca more time. Bianca gets a pass, of course. She's Bianca Belair. That's for the Black Queens. She gets a pass. But we don't need to see Ronda, of course, because Ronda's on the way out. So it makes no sense to always see Ronda get a main event shot for a title in WWE or being the main event pitcher in the women's division. I want to see Raquel Rodriguez get it. I want to see the woman who's not being used and who's badass. I forgot her name. But anyway, WWE's women's division sucks right now. Like, this shit sucks, yo. And a lot of you delusional wrestling fans, y'all think this stuff is good, and it's not. It really not. A lot of y'all marks out there think this stuff is good. Y'all think this is good. Y'all think this is dope wrestling, and it's not. There's a way to make the WWE women's division better than what it is. Let's say that. There's ways to make it better than what it is. I'm finna change the IWC because y'all got to stop listening to JD from New York. Y'all got to stop listening to Sean Ross Sapp and Fightful Select. Y'all got to stop watching damn Solid Monster. It's time for real IWC wrestling journalists to step up. This shit sucks. Y'all it's like the blind leading the blind right now. So what's going on with AEW? We got Jeff Hardy versus Jeff Jarrett in a Texas Chainsaw Massacre match. We got nigga Jeff coming out with the Leatherface design face paint. Leatherface, whoever it was, came out to the ring with a chainsaw and a mask on. And then I think Jeff Jarrett won the match. It's funny how they do Jeff Hardy like that. Problem is Tony Khan don't even know how to book his own promotion. Tony Khan is a geek. Tony Khan don't even know how to book. If you ask me, the whole promotion need to be canceled, bro. We in this cancel culture generation. One of the things we need to cancel is AEW. For the IWC, everybody in the IWC needs to cancel AEW. Put it like that. Until they get their booking together. It's Leon the King TV. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button. Check us out at 12 a.m. tonight. Dropping a new song. Leon the King TV. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, and we out.